All right, now let's talk about University of Miami track, and joining us, Hurricanes track coach Amy Deem. And Amy, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Amy's had a tremendous career. We could spend the entire show on your career, but let's jump into the ACC Indoor Championships that are coming up, and you are the defending champs.
Yes, a lot of pressure, but we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great competition at Notre Dame. Florida State, Clemson. It's going to be, I think it's going to go wire to wire on repeating the championship. But we're focused, we're training well, we've competed well, so I like our chances.
You oversee, we should say, both the men and the women, and have done that for a long time now. What's that like for you?
I love it. It's what's happening in college sports right now. There's only 2 or 3 programs that aren't combined in track and field. So to be one of 4 or 5 women to lead a Power 5 school in men's and women's track, it's awesome. I like the interaction with the men and the women, and it's just, I have a great job.
Let's talk a little bit about your staff, and you've had a couple of new members of your staff.
Yeah, we do. We are fortunate to bring in help with the sprints, mainly responsible for the men's sprints, Diego Flacor. He's coaching like I said, mostly our men's sprints, and then in our field events, long jump, triple jump, multi-events, Keith Hurston. So they've been a tremendous asset to our program. We have a great staff right now. The associate head coach Corey Young is responsible for the throws. So I'm really excited about the staff. I think we're really doing some good things. We've been recruiting well, and they've just both been great additions to the staff.
And I guess as the head coach or the overseer, both men and women, you don't have a tower out there, but you've got to be in a lot of different spots.
Right. And track's a little bit different because you kind of have mini head coaches, like Corey with the throws or Coach Diego with the men's sprints. But again, yeah, you oversee everything, but it's like anything. You're only as good as your assistant. So to have a quality staff surrounding you is only going to, make it better for our student athletes.
South Florida is a great place at the University of Miami to be a part of track. We have glorious weather. I see you out on the track all the time. A lot of meets are coming up. Let's talk about an overview of your teams, both on the men's side and the women's side.
On the women's side, we're led by, this year alone, 3-time ACC Performer of the Week, Shaquema Wembley. She was also our first National Athlete of the Week, so she's having a tremendous season. She's leading the country in the 400 meters. She has the #1 time in the country, so she's going to be a big part of our success next weekend at Notre Dame. She's also the repeat Indoor Performer of the Year, so we look for big things for her and the rest of the season. We also have a great group of sprinters, and we have 2 transfers, Michelle Atherley in the heptathlon that we're excited to have, and then Christina Knott, and she'll help us a lot in the 60 and the 200. So we've got to, we look to really score well in the 60 hurdles. We have another senior who's doing a great job for us. He's one of the top times in the country, Ebony Morrison, who's also a South Florida product. So we're very strong. We've got some good freshmen. We have a freshman high jumper, Erica, who's jumping well right now. So I think we have a very well-rounded team, and we just got to put it all together at the same time.
Shaquema Wembley has had a heck of a career for you, and looks like she has great opportunity perhaps at the next Olympics, right?
Yes, she does. I think one of her goals is to be an NCAA champion, but also it's a world championship year. So I think one of the goals is to make the U.S. team for the world championships, and that would be, a nice end to her senior season and start her, hopefully, a productive professional career.
Of course, you have coached at the Olympics, so you've been around the Olympians, so no one better to guide athletes here at the University of Miami toward the Olympics, if they have that opportunity, than you.
Yeah, we'll hope so. She's spoken to Lauren Williams, and we've had some people that have worked with her. So she's, like I said, she's matured a lot this year. She's very focused, and I look for her just to continue to have a great year, indoor and outdoor.
A year ago, the men had a really fine ACC season, the best since joining the conference. What are the expectations this year?
We have a really good team. We have a really good sprinter, Miles Valentine, who's a redshirt freshman who's really running well right now. We have Carlos Magnum, who's done a great job, made the NCAA meet in the weight throw. So those are 2. We have a freshman high jumper as well that we're looking for. So we should be strong in the sprints. Henry in the 400 meters. So we're getting there. We've got a little bit more depth, so I'm excited about how they're going to perform this weekend or next weekend.
The ACC indoors, how on both sides, maybe talk a little bit about how difficult the competition is going to be.
It's very difficult. Like I mentioned earlier, on the women's side, Clemson's a very strong team. Notre Dame has some very strong distance runners. They should do very well in the distance areas. And then Florida State, men and women are always a challenge. They're always, somebody, it's our rival, but also somebody, that, you can't, you've got to take seriously, because they're always going to come ready to run and push you hard. So.
We are headed for spring, so that gets us to the outdoor season. When we get to the outdoors, what will the expectations be?
Well, we're excited because we have 3 home competitions, and we travel a lot indoors because there's not a lot of indoor track in the South. So, so we're excited to be home and compete in front of friends and form other athletes and things like that. So that's always good for us. We've got a very competitive schedule. We've got the Gators coming down, a meet spring break, which we hope a lot of people will come out and support because it is spring break. So campus is a little quiet that 3rd week in March, and then we have a 10-12 team meet March 25th. All Division I schools, so that'll be an exciting meet. Like I said, the Gators are coming down, Kansas State, so that'll be a very good competition. And then we finish up in April with our alumni and encourage all our alumni to come back and support the team that weekend.
We spend a lot of time on these shows talking about recruiting and why the University of Miami is such an attractive spot, whether it's women's basketball or men's basketball or football or baseball, and certainly track and field is right there as well.
But it is. It's it's not. There's not a better place to train as far as day in and day out. I mean, it's 78 degrees today. The sun's out. It's a beautiful day. So it's a great place, as well as you can't get a better education. So I always tell people you have the best of both worlds. You've got the private school, great education, and then you've got one of the best athletic departments in the country. So what more can you ask for?